Hello there, Drive Time Retail. Jamie and Alan here to connect with you once more on a new edition of In the Know. On Monday, you received an email from John Ellinger advising you that we are moving to a new pricing strategy where we are going to be competitive in our price to market. And so we have been testing this in about 12 regions for the last few months, and what we have essentially done is reduce the price of the vehicle to be more competitive in the market, and in turn increase slightly the APR in order to still maintain the profitability of the deal that we need to get. What we have seen is a huge increase in leads and an 8% increase in sales. So we're really excited that we get to finally roll this out to the rest of the country. So Alan will give you a little bit of statistics on what that means for you guys going forward.
Absolutely. So as Jamie said, we are very excited about this program. We know that it's going to help us drive in more leads and more sales for you guys. To put some perspective around it, right now our current sales price is an average of around $13,400. With these margin cuts, we're going to take our average sales price down to about $12,400. Currently today we're at about 108% of price to market. That's going to drop all the way down to 102% price to market. And the way we're going to get there is through swapping that margin for APR. So today our APR average is around 21%, and that's going to jump up to about 23%. So by making these moves, we know that we're going to be more competitive in the pricing and should drive more leads to each of our dealerships.
Now, our plan is to roll this across the entire country. However, because of things such as rate caps and some of the regions already having been on this pilot, some of you might see very large decreases in your prices and some of you might just see minor ones, and some may not see any at all. But we're hoping across the country you'll all feel it. We're going to see, we are expecting a 5% increase in sales as a result of this, and come Monday, this will take effect Sunday night. So Monday, July 9th, you'll have to come in and replace stickers with lower prices, and we're super excited to see what kind of leads these generate.
Absolutely. So please take the time to share this information with your entire team. Let's create some excitement out there and have a lot of fun selling cars.
All right, so now we're going to hand it over to Matt Sherry to talk to you a little bit about our lead workflow tracker. So take it away, Matt.
Thanks, Jamie and Alan. So I wanted to touch base with you guys on how we've been doing so far on our lead workflow tool. What we've been seeing since we launched the tool nationwide is that we're coming in at about 65 to 70% of the calls that we're setting out to be completed every day getting called. Now our expectation is that number jumps to 100%, so be sure to, when you're working with your teams and working with your sales advisors, that everyone's getting through their list every single day. I also really want to emphasize the vehicle interest leads in particular. Remember, these leads are not going through IDT. You are the first people in the first group to touch them. And so that instant connection is super important with these leads. If you call them within the first hour, you're going to get someone on the other line about 40% of the time. If you let that slip past an hour, that number drops to about 20%. So if you call when that lead is hot, you have a much higher likelihood of getting a hold of somebody and a much higher likelihood of converting that lead into a sale. So please continue to use the tool. Let Megan and myself know if you're running into any problems, and let's get that number, especially on the vehicle interest leads, up to 100% completion every day. Thanks, Drive Time, and now you're in the know.